Giving me this opportunity. I rise to support the Trafficking of Persons Prevention, Protection and Rehabilitation Bill 2018. So this bill is actually the need of the hour, and I congratulate the Honorable Minister for having brought this bill. Human trafficking is a deplorable human rights violation that occurs worldwide. Trafficking in persons for labor and for sexual exploitation is a form of modern-day slavery, a human rights violation that constitutes a crime against the individual and state. So some figures I would like to share with the House here. In India, almost 90% of trafficking occurs domestically, in the state, interstate and 10% outside the country. Also, as per the Crimes in India Report 2015, which was released by National Crime Record Bureau, there were 8,132 cases reported related to human trafficking in 2016. Some states have highest reporting, for example, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and also Maharashtra, the state from which I come. And I think this was really a concern of each and every person sitting here in the parliament, that human trafficking is a very serious issue which needs to be looked at, and the government has introduced this bill is really commendable, and I again congratulate. Some really good steps that have been taken. One is setting up of National Anti-Trafficking Bureau. The bill seeks to establish a National Anti-Trafficking Bureau for the prevention, investigation of the trafficking of persons cases and protection of victims of trafficking. Even though law and order is under the state supervision, trafficking is inter and transnational issue. Cases consisting of different source, transit and destination points create difficulty in providing timely justice to the victims. Thus, cases involving multiple states will be dealt by the National Bureau only if approved by the State Police Nodal Officer. The Bureau constitutes of a team of police officers and other experts to ensure effective discharge of their duties. In addition to this, the Bureau would develop and monitor a database related to trafficking, traffickers and other offenders connected with trafficking of persons, which can only be assessed by the state governments and district level committees. Also, setting up of national, state and district anti-trafficking committees. The state anti-trafficking committee will be constituted to oversee the implementation of this bill, whether it's happening properly or not. The district anti-traffic committee would exercise the power and perform functions in relation to the prevention, rescue, protection, medical care, psychological assistance, need-based rehabilitation of victims and redressal of grievances. State and district police officers. Sir, one very good initiative in this bill is that now dedicated team of police officers will be working on this issue, because there are a wide range of issues that police officers have to look at, and sometimes these issues remain sidelined. So I think this is one very good step that the government takes in this bill. Also, some offences which are specified, which will be under this bill, is trafficking leading to mental illness or disability, trafficking for the persons of bearing children, trafficking leading to serious injury amounting to grievous hurt or death, including suicide, trafficking of pregnant women or resulting into pregnancy, giving narcotic drugs, psychotropic drugs or alcohol for the purposes of trafficking, administering chemical substance or hormones for the purpose of attaining sexual maturity and exploitation, punishment for keeping a place for exploitation or allowing premises to be used as a place of exploitation. Also, rehabilitation funds. This bill makes a provision to create a rehabilitation fund for the welfare and rehabilitation of the victims of trafficking children. Either central or state government will make adequate budgetary allocation towards the fund. Voluntary donations, contributions under CSR may be credited to the fund, and this would be made available to the state and district anti-trafficking committee. Sir, at this point, I would like to request the Honorable Minister that when we are specifying about the rehabilitation fund, we are not specifically saying how much will be the budgetary allocation for this, because when we are talking about donations, we are not sure how much donations we will be getting. And I think we must be very specific about how much will be the government's contribution in the rehabilitation fund. Like we have the Nirbhaya fund which is disbursed by the government. Also, one very good step is that special courts for speedy trials are going to be established, and a stipulated time will be given even to the courts to give a decision in such cases. For child victims, special procedure is going to be followed. Plea bargaining as per the procedure given in Chapter 21A of the Criminal Procedure Code 1973. Also, confiscation, forfeiture and attachment of property. A person accused of having committed an offence and possesses or owns any property, if convicted, the person shall be the property shall be confiscated and stands forfeited at this, and the same may also be used by way of auction. So just I'll finish in 1 minute. I would specifically like to give some suggestions in this. Ma'am, one, I already mentioned about the rehabilitation fund. Second, the bill is silent on prevention of re-trafficking. This trafficking is basically a syndicate, and in the case we are tackling on one-on-one basis, case-to-case basis. We have to also look at if a syndicate is being run, and if we are able to get hold of one person, the entire syndicate should also be looked at. Everything in the bill is very good. I once again congratulate Honorable Minister and the government. Thank you very much. I once again wholeheartedly support the bill. Thank you.
Thank you. Sri Dushant Chotwala.